Hi, everybody. Welcome to Cover the Spread for Tuesday, May 20th, 2025. And hey, if you're new to Cover the Spread, welcome aboard. Glad to have you. Make sure you subscribe that we don't miss out when the video drops and you get the best of it with us. So, hey, welcome aboard here to Cover the Spread. Let's continue to smash it up the park. Monday pending as we head into Tuesday's action. For me, a 6-1 run. Not complaining there. Knocking some wood. Let's keep it going. Trying to smash it out the park. As always, we get to the cappers who got with me here today. Ramon over on this side of me. Hey, got it right. And Al over here on this side. We'll kick on over to Ramon. How you doing here on this Tuesday, Ramon?
Hey, doing great, Rod. What a weekend. We saw the elimination of our teams. We're getting down here to final teams in the playoffs. So we know we got more playoffs to come, but we got to deal with baseball too. And, we wish we had more games, but we're down to the conference finals now. So we're mixing in some baseball here on Cover the Spread. And why not? The way we're clicking right now.
Right? Why not? We're on a nice little 5-0 run, knocking the cover off the ball. Let's try to continue to knock the cover off the ball. How you doing here, Al?
Yeah, doing pretty good. Unfortunately, dropped that play on the Nuggets, but still 5-2 week last week, and if I can only do half as well this week, still be up. So let's try to do better actually this week.
Definitely can't complain about a winning week, so don't get down on yourself. Let's continue winning. That's what we're doing, and we're going to cover the spread. As we said, got to get to some baseball before we get to kick off the conference finals in the NBA. First game we're looking at here in the MLB, we got the Cincinnati Reds taking on the Pittsburgh Pirates. This is Al's game. Kicking on over to Al. What do you like here in this one on Tuesday, Reds or Pirates?
Yeah, we're looking at the Reds giving Nick Martinez the start against Bailey Falter in Game 2 of this series in Pittsburgh here. They're the better, arguably the better, definitely the hotter team with the better lineup here. They've won 4 straight heading into Monday's game. Pirates going into Monday's game having lost 3 straight, so definitely 2 teams heading in opposite directions there. And it's been real rough on the offensive side for the Pirates. They're 30th in the league at just scoring just 3 runs per game, and that's definitely been what's been hurting them this season. We've seen some great to decent pitching out of these guys, but again, this matchup here, Martinez definitely not the best starter in the league, but I think he is the better option here and definitely should get more run support. So laying a little bit of juice on the road here, I'll look at the Reds on the money line to kick things off for us here.
Heading on over to Ramon. What do you like here in this one, Reds or Pirates here on Tuesday?
Yeah, the Reds really do have some notable success against Falter in their head-to-head matchups. Man, Stevenson 8 for 14, Steer 7 for 14, Espinal 4 for 8, and the rest of the group as well. So I'm going to have to go under in Brady Falter's outs proposition in the game on Tuesday. Look, the numbers of this expected lineup, Rod, would be about a 400 average, 5 home runs off of him and 45 at bats. Stevenson's got a pair of them. So I'm going to go under in Falter's outs proposition here on Tuesday in the matchup between Cincinnati and Pittsburgh.
Right? You look at that. I agree there. Man, he gave up 5 walks as well in that first meeting already this year, did Faulkner. So he was lucky he only gave up 3 earned runs in that game. 5 runs, 3 earned, 5 runs altogether, but off of 3. I see that. This Pirates team is yikes. Struggle. So this Reds team's hot. You look at one team that's scoring a little more runs than the other, and it's been the Reds team. So I got to agree with Al here on this one. Just take the Reds to get the job done against this Pirates squad. So I'm with you, Al. We'll take the Reds here with you in this one. I just don't trust Faulkner. I would lean to maybe the under, because we've seen the under in the first 3 already. But they were close. It went either way, where all of a sudden you pop the over, and especially the Reds on this under streak. Was it 7 straight unders? I almost want to just keep riding the under, but at some point this could be the spot, so I'm with you. There in that one. That's what I wanted to take, but I'm not taking it. Can't do it. Give me the Reds with you. All right, on to the next baseball. We got looking at here today, and we're looking at down the line. We're looking at the Detroit Tigers taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. Ramon's game, kicking on over to Ramon. What do you like here in this one? Detroit or St. Louis here on Tuesday?
Well, St. Louis has been pretty hot as they've been all season. They had a nice winning streak in there as well. But, man, the Detroit Tigers are, they're one of the best teams in the league in a really good division here right now. Everybody's talking about this American League Central and the quality of teams and the starts that they're off to, but not many better than the Tigers in the league overall here. And you got Tariq Skubal going in this one. Very, very impressive so far in 2025. And, his changeup has really improved as well. So he's got those batters swinging and missing here. And I would think in this matchup right now against St. Louis, the Tigers have been the better team in this series. They've won 8 out of the last 11 between the two teams overall. So I'm going to think that I can get a great performance here from Skubal. Fetty did have a good outing last time, but certainly here against this Tigers lineup right now, I think he's going to be up against it. I think the Tigers are playing we know the Tigers are playing well right now, and that bullpen's pretty good too so far for Detroit. So I'm going to go ahead and lay the Tigers here on the run line. Detroit's success against the Cardinals and the Cardinals still struggling a bit on offense. That winning streak was a lot promoted by their solid pitching so far. So I've got Skubal probably to throw a gem here. I'm going to take the Tigers on the run line -1.5 over the Cards on Tuesday.
Head on over to Al. What do you like here in this one? Tigers or Cardinals?
Yeah, I'm completely agree with Ramon here. I think the Tigers are the better team, the better starter for sure. I just might, me, with these run lines, I really hate losing by that hook. So at this price, you can still take the -1 here. You're probably laying about -150. I get it. If you don't want to lay that much, you can just go ahead. They're on the road, so you'll get the full 9 innings out of them. And yeah, it might be the better play to just go run line, lay less juice there.
And for me in this game, you look what Skubal's been doing. Yeah, absolutely. Mr. Lights Out has been Mr. Skubal on Detroit. Was he giving up 4 runs in his last 5 starts? So for me, it's going to be really tough for St. Louis's offense to get going. And then you look, Fetty, hey, he pitched well. It was against Washington his last time out. Gave up 6 hits. Did go 9 innings in that outing. And he's had some success against this Detroit team. He played with Chicago in the White Sox last year and went 7 innings, gave up 5 hits in that one and only a couple earned runs. So for me, I'm going to take the under. I think most of the run scoring comes from the Detroit side, and we get ourselves a low-scoring battle because it's really going to be tough for St. Louis to score against Skubal. We know that. And then that Detroit bullpen, hey, hand it to them. They're having themselves a great year as well. So I'm with you, Ramon. I like the Tigers, but I'm going to grab the under. Just a different look at this game for everybody here to cover the spread. All right, let's get on to it. We're going to get to it. Here we go. Let's get the NBA playoffs rolling here. And hey, we got Minnesota heading into OKC here to kick us off. Definitely a little bit of a rest advantage because OKC, after that 7-game battle, you got to come in here. You don't have to. You get to sleep in your own bed. You got at least a day or so off. But now you got to take on a Minnesota squad that you split the season series between these two. And Minnesota's had success. That last meeting, they came in, forced overtime. Man, they scored 76 points in that game versus OKC, forced the OT, and they got the win in the overtime. So I expect this to be a knockdown, drag them out, heck of a series between the Timberwolves and the Thunder here in this one. And for me, you're going to give me all these points with Minnesota here in that first game. I'm going to take it. Give me Minnesota plus the points here. What have they done? Head-to-head? Their last how many trips into OKC? 11-3 ATS-wise is this Minnesota squad. So these are just numbers that I can't pass up with a game that's going to be a lot closer look at all the meetings this year, what the numbers were head-to-head. We haven't seen more than we've seen. It was a 3-point win, a 7-point win, a 5-point win, and then a couple of those were outright wins by the Timberwolves. We've seen an 8-point win by OKC on New Year's Eve. But no, it's been split right down the middle, and I'm going to grab the points here with the Timberwolves. I think they even got a shot to upset and maybe even grab that game 1 win, but grab the points with the Timberwolves here in this one. This is my play. Heading over to Ramon. What do you like here in this one? Timberwolves or the Thunder?
I'm going to try a prop here in game 1. I think we will see some great defense from these teams, especially Oklahoma City. We know how great they are, and they have the best defender in the playoffs here for sure in Caruso. But I'm going to look a little bit in the front court matchup here with Julius Randle. We know that Jokic was kind of a handful, even for both Hartenstein and for Holmgren as well. But maybe a little bit easier here. Not that it's totally easy going up against Julius Randle, but with them able probably to single off on Gobert because he's not terrific offensively. I think it'll be a problem here for Randle in game 1. I'm going to look to go under his point prop at 19.5 here. It's going to be minus 130 likely in this one, but that Oklahoma City defense with the top-ranked points allowed, they limit shooting efficiency, of course. They're number 1 against defending the 3 as well, but when Randle gets in there inside a little bit, I would think against Holmgren and or Hartenstein in the paint, it's just going to be a little bit tough. Randle's scoring output, was pretty good certainly in that last series, but this is a different type of defense, I feel like, with Oklahoma City here in this one. Randle's had some big totals. We've seen it, but I think this one's tougher, and I'm going to go under 19.5 points allowed, points scored for Julius Randle in Tuesday night's game 1.
Heading on over to Al. What do you like here in game 1? Timberwolves or OKC?
Yeah, I mentioned getting burned by the Nuggets. Obviously, that no-show pretty much in that game 7 there. But I got to agree with Rod here. I think these Timberwolves are a very good team. They got a lot of talent. Anthony Edwards is an amazing player, and I think he can definitely keep his team in this game. They were also, you mentioned the 3-point loss. They're actually ahead at the half in that game in the last meeting. So might also look at the Timberwolves here plus the 4 in the first half, but probably the stronger play is probably on the full game.
Speaking of that first half, just to give you a number, I knew you were heading that way. So the Timberwolves this year head-to-head versus OKC, hey, they're 3-1 ATS in that first half, with I believe a couple of those being outright wins in that first half for the Timberwolves. So I kind of agree with you there. That wraps us up for Cover the Spread here for Tuesday's action. Hey, let us know in the comment section below what you think of the 3 games we got covered here for you on Tuesday's action. Hey, let's get a big day. Let's continue to stay hot, knock the cover off the ball, and slam dunk your bookie and cover the spread. So before we head on out, let's do the quick little recap. First game we looked at, we got Al's game taking on the Cincinnati Reds, taking on the Pirates. Al says take the Reds there in that one. Then go into Pittsburgh, get the job done. Then we got Ramon's game, and he says we got the Detroit Tigers taking on St. Louis. He takes the Tigers there with Scooble on the mound. Scooble only giving up 4 runs his last 5 starts. Definitely the Cy Young candidate in the AL, and the pony that's way out in front for sure there in that race. Man, Scooble's looking good. And then the NBA action, we got the Timberwolves. My game, we're going to take the Timberwolves plus the points you can get with them here. I'm looking at 7.5 in most places, so grab those 7.5 with Minnesota. Man, so exciting action here on Tuesday. Can't wait. Looking forward to it. As always, appreciate each and every one of you that tune in to Cover the Spread. Have yourself a wonderful Tuesday. As always, what are we doing here? Cover the Spread.
Cover the Spread.